People, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. If you want to keep up with me, guys, when I'm not on the airwaves of YouTube, do me a big favor. Get down in that description box and click on that Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor Instagram link and give me a follow on Instagram. And then do me a big favor, send me a DM to let me know that you're rocking with me so that I can say thank you. www.richardfain.net. That's the website address for my new big boy blue chip website that I created just for you guys to help you gain some financial literacy so that you can put yourself in a position where you can collapse time frames and get to your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow faster. So if you don't mind, get down in the description box, second link, and click on that Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor website address. Like I said, that's www.richardfain.net. Now, what you're gonna find on the website, you're gonna find 10 big boy blue chip digital products that I've handpicked to help you, like I said, get your financial literacy up so that you can put yourself in a position where you can have more confidence with your money, right? The more knowledge you have gives you more confidence that you can take your money and do what with it? Execute, invest to build wealth. And that's what the 10 digital products on my website will help you with. I will challenge you guys to go take a look at it. Now, over 300,000 of you guys have already went and checked out the website. So thank you very much for that. We've only been up about 5 months. And over 1,000 of you guys have already purchased digital products. So again, I want to say thank you because you didn't have to do that. But I'm happy that you recognize that those digital products will add value to your decision-making capability. Like I said, the more confident you are, the more you are confident in your decision-making when it comes to investments and multiplying your money. So definitely go check out those 10 digital products. Also, if you don't mind, consider joining the Wealth Builders. If you was watching my live streams from earlier in the week and my other videos, I was wearing some Wealth Builder t-shirts. We got a great community over there, guys. Over 1,000 people in the Wealth Builders in 5 months. If you want to join the Wealth Builders and join the fastest growing financial community on Patreon, do me a big favor. Get down there in that description box and click on that second link, which is the website address. Once you get into the website, all you got to look for is the join button or the membership button. Click that and it'll take you over to Patreon, and then you can sign up for the Wealth Builders. Some of the things that we do over there, we have a real robust community chat that's going on all the time, 24 hours a day. That community chat is rolling. We also do weekly Q&As, private live stream Q&As where the Wealth Builders can come and ask questions of myself. I'm the creator of the community. So I do a Q&A every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, where any of our Wealth Builders can come and drop their questions down, and then I read those questions and answer them. And as a group, we can learn from that, right? Again, I'm no expert here, but I do have 30 years of experience building wealth, creating my own real estate portfolio, creating my own paper assets or stock market portfolio, building businesses. I worked in banking for 25 years in the commercial and retail bank for large institutions. So I understand the banking system. I understand money. I understand companies. So I got a lot of experience that I share. And I'm not the only one in the Wealth Builders that has a lot of experience in business and stocks and ETFs and other investments in real estate. Many people over there do. That's the beauty of it. I'm not the only one. We got 1,000 people over there plus that are helping one another get to their pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So if you want to be a part of the fastest growing financial community on Patreon, like I said, get to the website. Like I said, second link down in the description box. Get to the website, click on that membership button, click on that join button, and come join us. We'd love to have you. Mumu, my self-directed brokerage app that I'm going to be using over the next 10 years to collapse time frames and get to my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's right, guys, Mumu. I've been using Mumu since January of 2024. It's a self-directed brokerage app where I can go in and buy big boy blue chip paper assets without any commissions being charged to me, without any monthly maintenance fees, without any surcharges, none of that stuff, right? And they got a lot of awards that they've won over the years for brokerage apps. Go to their website. Once you click on my link, which is the first link down in the description box, when you click on my link, you open up your new Mumu brokerage account. If you put $100 in your new Mumu brokerage account, they'll give you 5 free stocks. Some people get that confused. They think, okay, I'm gonna put the $100 in, I'm buying the stocks. Well, guys, I'm saying free. It's free. You ain't buying anything. I don't know why people think they're buying something. You ain't buying those stocks. They're free. They're 5 free stocks. The way you get the 5 free stocks is you put $100 in your brokerage account. Then you take your $100 and you buy whatever you want to buy. Any paper assets you want to buy, individual stocks, ETFs, it's your $100. But you put the $100 in to get the 5 free stocks. Or you put $1,000 in your brokerage account and you get 15 free stocks. The key word is free. You don't buy the stocks from Mumu no, they give them to you free. Now, once you get your $1,000, your $100, your $500, your $5,000, how much money you decide to put in, once that money is in there, then you can take that money and buy your own stocks or your ETFs. That you can buy. But to open the account, you qualified for getting the free stocks by opening the account with a deposit. And then you take that deposit and you go buy your own ETFs or your individual stocks. Does that make sense? So first link down in the description box for anybody that's interested in that offer. Like I said, guys, it's a limited time offer. But hey, if you want some free stocks, there you go. It's right there in front of you. Plus, you're going to get a world-class brokerage app, like I said, that I've been using since January 2024, and I'm extremely happy with it, right? Like I said, they've won all kind of awards for brokerage apps and all this stuff. Millions and millions of people use this Mumu brokerage app, guys. So go try it out. Go get your free stocks. Go get the free money. If you want to turn the stocks into money once you get them, you can do that. You can sell the stocks, turn them into money, and then reinvest them back into something else. That's up to you. That's totally up to you, right? I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to buy. But what I will do, though, is if someone's brand new out there and they're opening a Mumu account and they're not sure how to use these online brokerage apps, I will send you a tutorial videos, 2 of them, for the Mumu brokerage app that the good folks at Mumu put together. I'll go ahead and send those to you. And I'll also send what I call my wealth transfer blueprint 1.0 and 2.0, which outlines all the investments that I'm buying in 2024 and beyond that I'm using the Mumu brokerage app to execute on. I'll send you that. So if you just want to look at my plan and then copy that plan, you certainly can. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't tell you what to buy. What I can do is tell you what I'm buying and why I'm buying it. And then if you want to copy that plan, you can. If you don't want to copy it, you go create your own portfolio. That's up to you. But it's on you. It ain't on me because I'm not your financial advisor. So just remember that. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on, guys. Now, how do you get those tutorial videos? You email me through my website. Like I said, second link down in the description box is the website. You can email me through that website as well. But of course, make sure you check out the digital products and make sure you join the Wealth Builders. Well, guys, I decided to get started a little early this morning because I got a busy Friday. I got a lot of stuff I got to get done. And I just needed to get the live stream out of the way. So I decided to start it at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. So I know some of y'all will be a little discombobulated, but hey, you can always watch the replay as well here on YouTube if you miss this early edition of the live stream. It'll turn into a video here as soon as I'm done. I'm gonna probably stay on about an hour today, a little less than what I normally do. I normally am in here for about an hour and a half. I've also decided not to turn the chat on today because I'm starting early. So I just want to be in and out of here clean and don't have to worry about any type of distractions. I need to just get my mind through this thing and get my little what I want to cover information wise done. I may or may not come back this afternoon for a late, when I say late, I'm talking about like 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock live stream where I will have the chat on, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. It just depends on how my day goes. I got a busy, packed day with stuff outside of YouTube that I got to do. So I needed to get the YouTube thing started early. So let's talk about what has happened this week. Just a quick little brief recap. So of course, the main thing that happened this week was what? The Fed meeting. They met on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then on Wednesday, they shocked the world. They came out with a 50 basis point rate cut. Most people thought 25. The Fed came out strong. They came out decisive. They said, nope, we're doing 50. And then they went on to say, or at least the Fed chair, after they reduced the rates, had made it public that they were reducing the rate by 50 basis points. The Fed chair came out later that afternoon and basically reiterated why they made that decision. And he made it clear, or at least to me, he made it clear. He made it clear that they didn't do the 50 basis point rate cut because they believed the economy was in trouble or that they believed the labor market was in trouble. They did the 50 basis point cut because they felt like they've accomplished what they set out to accomplish, which was a soft landing. Once you accomplish the soft landing, now it's time to bring interest rates to neutral. You don't need to have them as high as they've had them over the last 15 months. You can go ahead and bring them to neutral. And that's what they're starting to do. They've accomplished the soft landing. What's the soft landing? Well, the soft landing is get inflation from 9% down to somewhere around 2%. And then do what? Continue to grow the economy simultaneously. And they did that. They did both of those things simultaneously. They brought down inflation from 9% at its peak, right, in June of 22. They brought that down to around 2.5%. So very close to the mandate, the target of 2. While they were doing that, they also managed to keep the economy going. They managed to keep the labor market going. They call that a soft landing, where you bring down inflation and you manage to grow the economy at the same time. And they did that. Right now, for Q2 GDP was 3%. Sounds like a soft landing to me. Right now, inflation is around 2.5%. Sounds like a soft landing to me. GDP for Q3 is estimated to be about 2.5%. Sounds like a soft landing to me. Now, that's the reason why they started reducing rates. They said, listen, we need to get these things to neutral. And over the next 12 to 18 months, we plan to get it to neutral in that 3.5 range, 200 basis points. So we started with 50, and then we'll clip another 50 before the end of this year, and then we'll do another 100 or so in 2025. Boom, that was pretty self-explanatory to me. Now, the market looked at it a little bit differently on Wednesday. The market looked at it as, oh my God, they did the 50 basis point cut because they believe we're in trouble. The economy is in trouble because of the labor market. That's what most Wall Street traders thought on Wednesday afternoon. That's why you saw a little bit of a sell-off prior to the market closing on Wednesday. That's why you saw a sell-off. Not a big sell-off, a little one. But what happened on Thursday, September 19th? What happened? We saw the jobless claims numbers come out. We saw the jobless claims numbers come out. That basically said people filing for unemployment dropped by 12,000 in the week, down to 219,000. See, that debunked this whole thing that these Wall Street aliens were trying to perpetuate on Wednesday afternoon. It debunked that because they were trying to, of course, freak out everybody so that they could manipulate and make more money. They want people scared and afraid and on the sidelines so that they can make more money. But see, they didn't realize what was coming the next day, which was the weekly jobless claims report, which showed that unemployment, people filing for unemployment benefits decreased. What does that mean for our labor market? That it's not in trouble. The labor market's not in trouble. If it was in trouble, it would have increased. And guess what? It decreased by a larger margin than the experts thought it would. So that debunks this whole myth that the Fed reduced rates by 50 basis points because they're afraid we're in trouble. No, the data doesn't suggest that. We just got fresh data yesterday that does not support that. Now, whether it'll turn itself around 3 weeks from now, I don't know. I ain't got no crystal ball, but I know as of right now, it says we're not in trouble. So I'm going to hang my hat on that. So there's a little recap of this week. And then, of course, we come to today. What are we going to do today? I don't know. Who knows? We may sell off. We may bounce. Who knows? Again, I still say Wall Street aliens are in control of the stock market. So ain't no telling what's going to happen. To be honest with you, I have no idea. But we'll find out together. We'll do a little bit of a temperature check before we get out of here. The market just opened at 9:30 Eastern time. So it's open now, and we'll see how the market is doing in a little bit. But before we do that, let's talk about the 900-pound gorilla. Let's talk about the 900-pound gorilla and why there are many people out there, and including big banks, that are saying that Nvidia is going to be a $10 trillion company. Now, I believe that as well. That's the reason I have 11,200 shares of this stock, and I remain in the stock. I remain an advocate of the stock. I remain a bull when it comes to Nvidia as a company. And I also outlined to you guys yesterday some of these partnerships that this company is connecting with, man. They just connected with Salesforce. I saw something this morning that saying that they're connecting with T-Mobile to do some stuff. Listen, guys, I keep telling y'all, this company is going to be more than just a chip company, man. This CEO, man, this guy is innovative and he's articulate and he's charismatic and he don't mind partnering. He don't mind. I mean, listen, my opinion is 10 trillion market cap is doable. I don't care what the Wall Street aliens say. They don't work for this company. They know nothing about this company. All they know about is manipulation and fooling you to stay on the sidelines so that you don't make no money. That's what they're good at. They don't know anything about these companies. So here's the headline. Meet the supercharged growth stock headed to 10 trillion by 2030, according to one Wall Street analyst. Let's check it out. Let's take a look. Let's take a look what they got to say here. There's no denying that artificial intelligence has generated a lot of buzz since early last year. Recent technological advances have taken these algorithms to the next level, enabling them to generate original content of all stripes. improve productivity, and streamline processes. Companies on the leading edge of this trend have profited from these advances in technology. In fact, 6 of the world's 7 most valuable companies, when measured by market cap, have embraced the paradigm shift of generative AI and staked their claims to profits from these next generation systems. Who are they talking about here, guys? When they say 6 out of the 7 most valuable companies by market cap in the world, who are those companies? That would be Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Microsoft, Meta, and the 900-pound silverback gorilla. Those would be 6 of the top 7 most valuable companies in the world. They're called the Magnificent 7, minus 1, which is Tesla. But I believe Tesla will get there at some point, right? You only got one other company in the world that's in the top 7, and it's a company out of Saudi Arabia. It's an oil company, and I think it's the royal family's oil company. I don't know much about Saudi Arabia, but I know they got a lot of oil there, and I know they got a royal family that's wealthy and whatever. But they're in the top 7. Outside of Saudi Arabia and that oil company, the other 6 are all from the United States. They're all mega cap hyperscalers. And guess what? They are backing this AI thing, guys. And they're not just backing it, they're putting their money where their mouth is. They went on record, and I'm gonna show you right here. They went on record and told Wall Street aliens, we don't care what y'all think. We're gonna spend as much money as we need to spend to be first. Wall Street aliens didn't like that, but they don't care. Why? Because they understand Wall Street aliens don't know nothing about their companies. These Wall Street aliens can't change anything about what they do. Wall Street aliens are simply there to do what? Manipulate the system, manipulate the market to make money. That's it. They don't know anything about these companies. They don't want to know anything about them, right? So, topping the charts are Apple and Microsoft, the only 2 companies that currently boast a market cap of more than $3 trillion. Yeah, 2 most valuable companies in the world by market cap. Apple number 1, Microsoft number 2. However, one company that appears ordained to make a name for itself as a founding member of the 10 trillion club is Nvidia. Nvidia is going to be the first $4 trillion market cap company in the world, guys. And that's coming next year. That might even get here this year if things go our way in December. They may top 4 trillion in December of 2024. Worst case scenario, 2025. Be the first $4 trillion company in the world. And then on their way to 10 trillion. Yes, I said it, and I believe it. The pioneer in graphics processing units, aka GPUs, is nipping at the heels of the current leaders with a market cap of 2.8 trillion, but seems destined to break new ground. Let's look at the numerous growth drivers that could send Nvidia stock to new heights. And that's the thing y'all got to think about, guys. You got to think about these growth drivers. What will drive this company to a $10 trillion valuation? And that's what these folks are getting ready to walk you through. This is what you got to hang your hat on. A guy like me, this is what I hang my hat on, are these growth drivers. And I'm long in this stock, guys. I'm not short in it. I'm long in it. Now, if you want to be short in it, be short in it. That's your financial pathway. I ain't got nothing to do with that. All I can tell you is what my pathway is. My pathway with this stock is long. I got other stocks that I deal with that are short, that I'm short in. But on this one right here, I'm long because I know it's going to take time for this investment to mature to the fullest extent I need it to mature to in order for me to be able to take advantage of what I need to take advantage of from a wealth building standpoint. You got to figure that out for you. You got to go find big boy blue chips and hitch your wagon to them and figure out if you want to go short in them or you want to go long in them or you want to do whatever you want to do. It's your plan. My plan is pretty simple. I'm going long. I got 10 years before I'm out of the stock market. 10 good years. 2024 to 2034, I exit. So whatever the net worth is in 2034, I exit. But the good news is, I believe way before 2034, right around 2030, this will be a $10 trillion company. So I may be able to exit sooner. That's all I'm saying. So let's keep going. Nvidia revolutionized gaming a quarter of a century ago when the company pioneered the GPU, which produced lifelike images in video games. The secret to its success is parallel processing, or the ability of these advanced chips to process a multitude of mathematical calculations simultaneously. It wasn't long before Nvidia realized the vast potential of this discovery and pivoted to tailor this technology to a host of other applications. So they started in the gaming industry, guys. But again, back to this innovative, really, really smart CEO and management team. They got into the gaming business and they revolutionized that, but they thought to themselves, we're missing something here. There's a bigger picture out there. There's a bigger picture waiting to be taken or painted. Let's go chase that. And that's what they started doing. That's what they started doing. The company has since adapted GPUs to power cloud computing, data centers, machine learning, autonomous driving, generative AI, and more. Can you see the magnitude of this thing, guys? When you talk about the power of cloud computing, you're talking about hyperscalers, these large cloud service platforms, AKA Microsoft, AKA Amazon, AKA Oracle, AKA IBM, AKA Google. Then you're talking about data centers and machine learning and autonomous driving. You know how big autonomous driving is going to be, guys, if this thing really gets going? One of the biggest proponents of that, obviously, is Tesla through Elon Musk. Yeah, they're buying a lot of GPUs from Nvidia, a lot of them. And not just them, other companies that are trying to develop this autonomous driving system are doing the same thing. Over the past 10 years, Nvidia's revenue has grown by 2,350%, while its net income surged 9,490%. While it hasn't all been in a straight line, the company's consistency, although it's not been in a straight line, the company's consistently strong performance has driven impressive growth in its stock price, which has soared 23,110%. Come on, man. Y'all know the only company beats that. That's Celsius Holdings. That's the only other company that has grown faster. The stock price has grown faster over the last 10 years than Nvidia, is Celsius Holdings, which is an energy drink company. which has partnered with Coca-Cola for worldwide global distribution. That's another short that I deal with. It's Celsius Holdings. I think 2025 is going to be a big year for Celsius Holdings, because what you got to understand about this distribution game, it takes a year or so for that distribution to kick in, that Coca-Cola distribution network, which is global. And of course, Coca-Cola, I think they got an 8 or 8.5% stake in the company. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola's, come on, man. When you say America, Coca-Cola's right there with it. Global distribution. So what do you think is going to happen to that energy drink once that global distribution finally kicks in? I'm going to be right there to watch, because I'm going to be invested, right? So here we go. In its fiscal 2025 second quarter, Nvidia delivered record revenues of $30 billion, up 122% year over year. 15%. So it delivered, let's go back to that. In fiscal 2025 second quarter, ending July 28th, 2024, Nvidia delivered record revenue of $30 billion, up 122% year over year and 15% quarter over quarter. This drove diluted earnings per share up 0.67 to 168%. So your year over year EPS went up by 168%. Your year over year revenue went up by 122%. The star of the show was the data center segment, which includes processors used for cloud computing, data centers, and of course, AI revenue for the segment surged 154% to $26.3 billion, driven by insatiable demand for AI. There's likely much more demand ahead. Analysts at Goldman Sachs Research estimate the economic impact of AI at $7 trillion by 2030. So Goldman Sachs is coming out and saying, guys, listen, artificial intelligence impact is going to be about $7 trillion by 2030. That's a little over 5 years from now, guys. A little over 5 years from now. 7 trillion. This is what Goldman Sachs is estimating just for artificial intelligence revenue. Around 7 trillion. Furthermore, the improving macroeconomic backdrop could help accelerate adoption, which would be a boon to Nvidia. There's no question that AI is currently Nvidia's biggest opportunity, but it's far from the only one. Let's not forget that until recently, GPUs for gaming were the company's cash cow, while AI played second fiddle. During the economic downturn, many gamers made do with their existing processors, waiting for the specter of inflation to subside. As the economic outlook continues to improve and graphic cards come to the end of their useful lives, there's plenty of pent-up demand that could fuel a long overdue upgrade cycle, and Nvidia stands to benefit the most. Here we go, just showing you how this revenue gonna start rolling in and where it's coming from, right? In the first quarter, Nvidia controlled 88% of discrete desktop GPU market, according to John Petty Research. Furthermore, demand is expected to soar over the coming 5 years, jumping from 3.6 billion in 2024 to 15.7 billion by 2029. A compound annual growth rate, aka CAGR, of 34%. What did they do in the last 5 years? What did they do from 2019 to 2024, I believe? They did 38% CAGR. 38%. They did that from 2019 to 2024. That's what they did. Now they're saying from 24 to 29, the CAGR could be 34%. That's just do the math on those numbers, guys. Just go do the math on a 34% CAGR over the next 5 years on whatever your investment in Nvidia is. Just do the math on it. It's huge. It's huge. It is very, very, the market for gaming processors is ripe for a recovery, a trend that benefits Nvidia. Why? They created it. They created the GPU for it. They're the one that revolutionized the gaming industry, was Nvidia. So of course they're gonna be online for any upgrade for existing gaming companies. They're gonna want Nvidia chips. And they're telling you right now, that little market could be a $15.7 billion market by 2029. Nvidia controls about 88% of that market. Just saying, guys, that's a driver of revenue, right? That's a driver of revenue. So let's keep moving. There's also the data center market. So let's make sure we understand this. We got the gaming market, right? We got the data center market. You got the autonomous driving market, right? That's just to name a couple. So I just want to make sure we know what we're hearing here. These are all arms of business that Nvidia got control of from a market share standpoint because of their GPUs, right? So here we go. There's also the data center market, which will be driven by the growing adoption of cloud computing. Many businesses are moving their data to the cloud, foregoing on-site storage. Another trend that favors Nvidia. It controls an estimated 95% of the data center GPU market, according to Angelo Zeno, senior equity analyst at CFRA Research. Let me get this straight. They control 88% of the gaming market when it comes to GPU upgrades and that kind of thing. They also control 95% of the data center GPU market. Okay, let's keep moving. It's estimated that the data center market will climb from $302 billion in 24 to $622 billion by 2030. So let's get this straight. If I control 95% of that market for GPUs, and this thing is gonna double itself in growth. Come on, guys. I mean, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure out the revenue that Nvidia will capture if this thing doubles in growth. They're gonna capture they're gonna capture a massive amount of revenue. Massive. A compound annual growth rate of 10% according to data provided by Precedent and Strategic Intelligence Market Research. Nvidia's supremacy and the growing market puts the company in the pole position of another opportunity. Generative AI isn't the only game in town. The company has a virtual monopoly in the machine learning market, an established branch of AI. The company controls an estimated 95% share of that market. That's the machine learning market. They control 95% of that. Woo. So I tell y'all guys, go out and do your research. Make sure these investments that you're hitching your wagon to got a long light at the end of the tunnel. They got a long runway. These guys got a long runway. long runway. So machine learning, they're controlling about 95% of that market as well. There are other areas that aren't material to Nvidia's growth, but could eventually make a meaningful contribution. Self-driving cars aren't yet ready for prime time, and quantum computing is still largely experimental, but either could be a catalyst for the next stage of Nvidia's growth. So self-driving and quantum computing. On the back burner, but on the burner. And if they develop, guess who in the front seat? Nvidia. Nvidia. Woo! This helps illustrate the point that while generative AI is at the heart of Nvidia's recent run-up, other opportunities abound. The path to 10 trillion. The path to 10 trillion. Here we go, guys. Nvidia currently sports a market cap of roughly 2.78 trillion, which means it will take stock price gains of 260% to drive its value to 10 trillion. Read that one more time, so that way we're on the same page here. Nvidia currently sports a market cap of roughly 2.78 trillion, which means it will take a stock price gains of 260% to drive its value to 10 trillion. According to Wall Street, Nvidia is poised to generate revenue of nearly 113 billion in fiscal 2025, giving it a forward price to sales ratio of roughly 24.7. Assuming its PS remains constant, Nvidia would need to grow its revenue to roughly 405 billion annually to support a 10 trillion market cap. Well, I don't think that's too bad in my estimation, guys. Now, I know Microsoft does something totally different than Nvidia, but Microsoft is close to that. Apple, I believe, is flirting with 300 billion. Walmart does 650 billion. Now, again, different companies do different things, but what I'm trying to tell y'all, it's not a stretch to believe this company can get to 405 billion in revenue, guys, at the clip that, listen, man, if all this stuff happens, the hyperscalers keep going, more companies are going to come on to build out AI, more sovereign countries are going to come on to build out AI. The revenue is there. You already saw the revenue just from the data centers over the next 5 years. It's going to go from 302 billion to over 600 billion just for data center revenue. Not just for Nvidia, but for the whole space. Good news for Nvidia is they got most of the market share. So they get a big piece of that increase of 300 billion in data center. They get a big increase in gaming. They get a big increase in pretty much anything AI because these guys control most of it. Machine learning. They're going to get the lion's share of the increase in revenues because their market share is so big. So the path, in my opinion, is doable. Nvidia would need to grow its revenue. So right now, they're on track to do about 113 to 115 billion. 113 to 115 billion, maybe even more. But let's say they do 113 billion. So that leaves them another 300 billion they need to do over the next 5 years. Guys, I think that's doable. I think it's doable. So if they can get to 405 billion in revenue, guys, that's a $10 trillion market cap. Just think now. I got 11,200 shares of this stock. Just think. That's why I'm long, see. I stay in this thing right now. 100. Let's just say the end fiscal 25 at 113 billion, and I got 11,200 shares. Let's say over the next 5 years, this thing go up to 405 billion in revenue, and this stock price continues to climb. That's why I'm long in this thing, guys. See, I'm not short in this thing. I'm long in this thing because I know that's where my wealth is. My wealth is down the road. It's not in these little $2,000 or $3,000 I'm gonna make buying the stock every day, selling it. No, my real wealth is down the road as this company grows, as it goes from 100 million to 400 million. I'm sorry, 100 billion to 400 billion in revenue. That's where my wealth is coming from. That 300 billion over the next 5 years, that's where I'm gonna get the wealth. That's where I'm gonna get the wealth. So it says right here, while Wall Street is currently forecasting revenue growth for Nvidia of 47% annually over the next 5 years, if the company reaches that watermark, it could achieve a 10 trillion market cap as soon as 2029. Now, of course, this is all hypothetical. Anything can happen, right? But don't take my word for it. Beth Kindig, CEO and lead tech analyst of the AO Fund, has an estimate that's eerily similar. Check this out. We believe Nvidia will reach a 10 trillion market cap by 2030 or sooner through a rapid product roadmap. Its impenetrable moat from the CUDA software platform, and due to being on AI systems company that provides components well beyond GPUs, including networking and software platforms. Given the company's multiple revenues for growth and the accelerating adoption of AI, I think Kindig hit the nail on the head. There's a caveat, of course. Given Nvidia's parabolic rise since early last year, any weakness by the company, real or perceived, that's the key word, perceived, that's where the Wall Street aliens come in. They want to give you the perception that something's wrong with this company, whether it is or not. They want to alter the way you think so you sit on the sideline while they get wealthier. There's no realness to it. It's all perceived, just like they manipulated after earnings Q2. Same manipulation. That's what they're after. You got to see through that, guys, if you believe in the pathway. See, I believe in this pathway, so I don't listen to the Wall Street aliens. I get out and do my own research. I dive into the research that supports my claim that this company will be a $10 trillion company by 2029 to 2030. And when that happens, my net worth goes to the moon. Yes, it does. That's what I believe, and I'm going to go ahead and hang my hat on that. I'm going to hang my hat on that. But let's be fair. There's a caveat. Of course, given Nvidia's parabolic rise since early last year, any weakness by the company, remember I've always told you guys, the only way I get out of this stock is if there are business performance issues. That's it. Outside of that, I stay in the long haul, baby. I've just walked you through why. I've just walked you through the numbers, guys. I've just walked you through the revenue sources. I've just walked you through the market share they hold in all of those revenue sources. The only way this company doesn't do this right here is if the whole AI industry folds. That's the only way it doesn't make it, man. Outside of that, I'm telling you guys, prepare yourself for 2029, 2030. I'm preparing myself mentally because I know what type of wealth I'm going to have accumulated by then. Because I'm not selling my 11,200 shares. And there are people out there that got, of course, more than I got. But I'm glad I have my 11,200. That's enough for me because I've done the math. I've done the math, guys. I've done the math. I've done the math. Listen, man, if they get a compound annual growth rate of 34% over the next 5 years on the money that I got in this thing, listen, bro, I'm telling you, it's going to be redunculous. It's going to be redunculous. It's going to be redunculous. Let me just do the math for myself real quick. I ain't going to even tell y'all what the math is because I don't need to be accused of flow boating because I ain't trying to flow boat. I am not trying to flow boat. I'm just telling you, dog, what this thing, I ain't going to say 10 years. I'm going to just say 5 years. I'm going to say 5 years at a 34% CAGR. Let me just do the math on this thing. Let me do the math on this thing over the next 5 years. Whew. Oh my goodness, man. Come on, man. This is 5 years. Whoo, Lord. That's crazy. That's crazy. I love that. See, for me, that number right there that I just saw is all worth it. On the amount of money I got invested in this thing, if I can get a 34% CAGR over the next 5 years on what I got invested, mic drop. That's all I can tell you. So fit in where you fit in. Figure out what you're going to do for your system and your wealth. Figure it out, guys. See, I got my plan. Whether my plan comes true or not, I got a plan that I'm excited about, that I believe in. See, it's irrelevant on your end what I do. What should be relevant, see, what I do is irrelevant, should be irrelevant to you. What you do is what should be relevant. The question you got to ask yourself is, what is your plan? How do you take yourself from where you're at today to where you should be tomorrow? What's your plan? And is it grounded in solid research that backs up this thing that's going to happen? That's what you got to be asking yourself. Or are your research coming from some YouTuber or some other person or some alien, Wall Street alien? I don't know, man. You better figure it out, though. You better figure it out. There's a caveat, of course, given Nvidia's parabolic rise since early last year, any weakness by the company, real or perceived, could crush the stock price, at least temporarily. That's the key word, temporarily. We've seen an example just recently when Nvidia lost nearly a quarter of its value over 6 weeks between June and July as investors became skittish about rumors of a delay in the release of the next generation Blackwell. You know something? As long as the Wall Street aliens continue to do that, I'm okay with it because guess what? If I can buy more shares under my average cost per share, I'm going to buy them. Anytime I can buy shares in that $100 a range or less, guys, I'm buying them. I'm buying them. So if the Wall Street aliens want to continue to fabricate a perception out there and you guys fall for it and the stock goes down, I'm going to buy them because I know what's coming. I know what's coming. I've done this for 30 years, man. I've done this for 30 years. I know what's coming. Now, am I an expert here? No. I'm just a regular guy out here making investments to build my net worth. But I'm also I'm going to stand on something. I'm going to stand on something. I don't know what y'all stand on. I know what I'm standing on. I'm standing on a sound company with a proven track record who has a lot of runway. I'm standing on that. I don't know what y'all standing on, but you better find something to stand on and you better make sure it's on solid ground and you're not standing on sand. Please don't be standing on sand out there. You better be on solid ground. That's all I'm telling you. Find you some solid ground. See, Nvidia is my solid ground. I don't know what your solid ground is. SPLG FTEC, Mag 7, that's my solid ground. Oh, everything's solid. You can't go through any of that and find nothing that ain't solid in that 50, 30, 20. Go find anything in that 50, 30, 20 that's not earning money for me. That's not multiplying my money in my sleep. All of it is. Almost a 19% ROI year to date on SPLG, over 20% on FTEC, over 40% on the Mag 7, over 130% on Nvidia. All four of my big boy blue chip long terms are doing what for me? They're multiplying money while I sleep 365 days a year. You better find you a plan that's solid. You better get on you some solid ground. All that sand, a lot of y'all on, the first water come in, first little financial hurricane come in, you gonna get washed away. First little financial hurricane come in, first little financial tornado come in, you're gonna get wiped away. You better find you some solid ground, some solid investments with some historical track record of multiplying money while you sleep. Stop chasing all this. Oh, he got a 20%, he got a 75% return. How long they been around? Oh, they just started the company. Oh, no, I know, thank you. I'll pass on that. You go ahead. That ain't solid ground. First little financial wave come through. First little financial hurricane come through. Blowed away. Gone. Disappeared. Well, what happened to your 75%er? Oh, well, yeah. Well, product had some deficiencies and, went to zero. Okay. Better get you some solid ground, guys. That's what I'm trying to give you. Get you some solid ground here. Right now, what's the market doing? Let's look at the S&P. Let's look at the broader stock market first, and then we're going to shut this thing down. While I'm looking for that, do me a big favor, guys. If you're checking in late, get down in that description box and click on that Mumu link. Open up your Mumu account today. Mumu is going to give you up to 15 free big boy stocks, publicly traded stocks, when you open a new Mumu brokerage account. You put $100 in your Mumu brokerage account, they're going to give you 5 free stocks. You put $1,000 initially in your Mumu brokerage account, they're going to give you 15 free stocks. Guys, do not miss this opportunity to build your wealth and get you some free stock. Go down in the description box and click on that first link, which is the Mumu link. Open up your Mumu account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. Well, all right. I got a couple more minutes here, and then I got to bail because I got stuff I need to go do. So let's do a quick little check on the S&P. S&P down. Remember, we got over 5,700 points yesterday. It's currently down right now at 56.91, about $22, about 22 points. So a little down. Will this be a sell-off day? I don't know. Really, I don't care because I'm long, right? I'm long. I just wanted to give y'all a quick update on the broader stock market, which is trading down a little bit right now. What about the NAS? Let's look at the NAS. See what the NASDAQ doing today. NASDAQ is down 73 points. Even the NAS is down. Let's look at the Dow. See what the Dow doing today. The Dow is down. So currently right now, all 3 major indexes are trading down today. Maybe this is a profit-taking day. I don't know. I don't know how deep they'll trade down today, but we will have an answer for you this afternoon when I come back this afternoon, guys. We'll have an answer this afternoon because I'm going to do an afternoon live stream, probably about 6 o'clock, just to recap the market for the day since I wasn't able to fully get into the market. I just wanted to concentrate on the 900-pound gorilla and the silverback, the top dog, the triple crown, thoroughbred. I wanted to concentrate on that for some people that may be brand new to the channel, just stopping by. And that's the reason why I turned the chat off today, because I knew the soybean billionaires, they ain't gonna stick around unless the live chat going. So anybody in here right now are really people that just want to understand and listen to what I'm saying and try to get a little nugget or two. So every now and then I like to turn the chat off so I can just speak to people and who really want to get a nugget or two and ain't got to worry about all those shenanigans. Now, most of the time I have the chat on because it's an algorithm driver, and that drives revenue, that drives views. So most of the time I have the chat on, and I'll have my wealth builders in here moderating it, just to keep it you know. But today I said, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off and get to the real meat and potatoes so the people that really need to hear this can hear this and I ain't got all them shenanigans going on. So that's why I turned off the chat. So from time to time, I will turn it off when I'm really trying to get a point across because I don't need the shenanigans. Just don't need it, right? So, hey, do me a big favor. Check out them links down in the description box. Give me a follow on Instagram, guys. Down below, Instagram link, Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor Instagram page. Give me a follow on Instagram. Also, check out my website, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box. Fantastic digital products that will help you become better from a financial literacy standpoint. It will help you become better at executing. Check out those digital products, guys. Many of you have, over 1,000 of you have, so thank you. And over 300,000 have went to the website, so thank you. Also, consider joining the Wealth Builders, fastest growing financial community on Patreon. Like I said, guys, all you got to do is when you get into the website, click on that membership button, click on that join button. It'll take you over to Patreon and poof, all you got to do is sign up and now you're part of the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. Fastest growing, guys. Over almost 1,100 financial community members within 5 months. Fastest growing financial community on Patreon. And we love, love, love our financial community. So if you want to get yourself around some good people who can help you, answer some questions, shed some light, give you more confidence, get over to the Wealth Builders and join us. We'd love to have you. Last thing, Mumu. Get down to that description box, click on that Mumu link, get yourself up to 15 free big boy stocks, publicly traded. When you make a deposit, $100 deposit, you get 5 free stocks, $1,000 of deposit, you get 15 free stocks. My brokerage app that I use to execute big boy blue chip trades. No commission for trades, no monthly maintenance fees, no service fees. Fractional share trading, automatic investing, DRIP, which is dividend reinvestment program, automatic. All that is for free, guys. Get yourself down in the description box and click on this Mumu link, man, and get you some wealth today. No other brokerage account out there is going to give you any wealth for free. Mumu's giving you 15 free stocks for free. That's wealth. If I got zero net worth and $1,000, so I got $1,000 net worth. I put my $1,000 in there. Now I got my $1,000 plus 15 free stocks. That's net worth. Go get it, guys. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Get down in the description box. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Well, thank you guys very much. I got to get out of here. Like I said, look for me this afternoon, late afternoon, early evening, about 6 p.m. I'll turn back on the live chat and we'll discuss the recap. We'll do a little recap of the market today. Did it sell off? Did it bounce? We'll see. Be here and we'll see. We'll walk through it, okay? Well, appreciate y'all. I want y'all to do me a big favor. Lock it in with a thumbs up before you get out of here. I want you to stay strong. I want you to stay long. Thoughts become things. See it in your mind. Hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.